Hey, how you guys doing? I know I'm not looking presentable and all, but you know, it's just a little video to hopefully give you guys some advice and make you a bit more confident when it comes to doing your driving test, as the title should say. Um, just start it off by saying I did not pass my driving test the first time because of a one serious error that I made. And to be honest, I wasn't aware of it. Like, I done it and I didn't even realize that I've done it. So I'm 19. I've done my driving test last year June, and that's when I passed it. I passed it in June. I failed it in April, and then I rebooked it and passed it in June. I've always loved driving, and I've always wanted to pass my test. Even though I wasn't gonna get a car at the same time as soon as I passed my test, I just went ahead and done it because, you know, I just wanted to have my license. The reason I failed my tests, I've got all my papers here, like everything, and I swear there's this piece of paper that I think can help you guys, because if I had known about all these information beforehand, then maybe, you know, I'd have been more aware, but I didn't. So my first test, this is the marking thing. I got 2 faults, so 2 minors and 1 serious. So I was kind of pissed off because I've done great through the entire test, and then I got 1 serious. I'm gonna tell you what the serious is in a minute, but just have a look. Hopefully you guys can see it. Where is it? Okay. There you go. 2 faults and a fail. So for my faults, it was moving off safely. I got 1 minor for that, and then reverse park. Oh, I don't think that's a minor because that would have been 3. And then the second one is observation at a junction. So it was probably at the roundabout. I probably pulled out while the car was, you know how roundabouts are, but I only got a minor for that. However, my serious was going through an amber light. It was, so I was doing great throughout the entire test. I've done everything my tutor told me. Following all my instructions, not panicking, just driving safely. Checking your, oh my god, this is so important. Check your mirrors constantly. Even if there's nothing behind you, just check your mirrors, because inspectors look out for that. Instructors look out for it. So just continuously just keep checking, like every minute. Even if you're not really looking at them, just move your eyes. So it's like that mirror, the one to your left, the rear view mirror, and the one to your right. So it's just, and you know, just keep doing it because they look out for it, to making sure that you're aware of your roundabouts, like you know what you're doing. And if you're supposed to perform an emergency stop, then you know if you can do it safely, or I don't know, whatever. So just keep checking your mirrors because it's important. Anyways, so I was driving fine, done a few things that he asked me to before, started driving again, and we're approaching this light. It was on green, and as soon as I got to the white line, it changed to amber, and I was like, okay, that's fine, and I went through. I was thinking, okay, that's, you know, I'm fine. How I'm thinking nothing of it, and then there's a second light. So I was approaching, it was on green, then it changed to amber. I was like, okay, let me stop. I did apply the brake a bit hard because it was like, it changed before I got to the white line. So like, okay, let me stop for this one. And I put the brake on a bit hard. I was like, shit, I hope that's not a problem. But maybe because I was checking my mirrors and stuff, and then just put the brake on, then, you know, because if I didn't check my mirrors and put the brake on, then I'd have probably got a serious for that, or a minor. Anyways, I stopped at that light, and okay, test continued. Got to the test center now, and I'm thinking, yes, I've passed. I pulled up in the test center, I'm thinking, I've done nothing wrong. Like, I've literally done nothing wrong. So I'm like, I'm waiting to hear the good news. Turn to him. I'm sorry to say you failed. I'm thinking, what? I'm thinking, what? And then my driving instructor was in the back, and he's like, he's Jamaican, so like, no man. So I'm thinking, oh, for what? It's like the traffic lights. I'm thinking, why the light? As soon as I got to the white line, it changed to amber. So what could I have done? Is like, you should have observed or whatever. So I think it says it on the back. Response to signal and signs and signals, number 17. And what does it say? Where's number 17? You need to show that you can react correctly to all traffic signal, road marking, traffic lights, and pedestrian crossing. You should have obeyed signal by police officer, traffic wardens, and highway agency officers and school crossing patrol. You should watch out for signals given by other road users and carry out only when you are happy and it is safe. Yeah, so I guess that says it all. So anyways, that's out of the way. I was a bit annoyed. £60 down the drain. Well, however it was for your driving test anyway, down the drain. And plus the extra that you're driving to your charges for the test in the first place. So all that went down the drain. I was pissed. 2 minors. That just shows how much of a good driver I am. 2 minors. Anyway, my second time around, I was kind of nervy because I was like, oh shit, I failed my first time. What's it gonna be like? But I never made any. There weren't any serious problems. There were only two minors. So second test in June, same year. Got in the car. It was a lady inspector this time. She asked me a few questions like, how would you check the steer? I don't know, like with a brake. I know all that foolishness. So there was one question, and I got 1 minor in this test. 1 minor. It was a car check question, vehicle checks. That's it. Sorry about that. A vehicle checks. That's where I got my minor. That's where I got a minor from. So the question was, how would you check if there's a fault with the braking system? And I was there like, you press the brake. I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? And then I was thinking, she just like, okay, just carry on. So pull out the test sensor, blah blah blah, done everything. I knew I passed. There was no way. I stopped for every single amber light. I stopped for every one of them. And got back to the test center, parked the car. I'm pleased to say you've passed. I'm thinking, yes. Oh yeah, before the test, me and my driving instructor, we had a bet on. The bet was, if you get no minors, it's £20. However, if you get over 5 minors, I think I have to pay. I have to give him £20 basically, so I have to pay double for my next lesson. That's something like that. So yeah, so I just give him £20, and I was like, okay, then cool. That was the goal in my head, not to get one single problem wrong, to get that £20. Even though it's £20, you know what I mean? It's still money. So I'm like, okay, let's do this. Driving safe. Got back to the center now, and you've passed. Yes, I'm happy. At the moment I wasn't thinking about how many minors I got. I was like, yes, I'm happy. And it's just like, you've got 1 minor. And my driving instructor, he was in the back panicking. He was panicking. He even told me he was panicking because he was like, he was saying to himself, why is this woman not writing anything? While I'm driving, he's there and looking and thinking, why is this woman not writing anything? That's £20 for me. That's going down the drain. And obviously I was looking ahead, and she was making a bit of scribbles, but I don't know what she was writing. She was probably just filling in the information at the top. I don't know, or she was getting me a bit nervous. So he was there like, oh, when we passed the test, the inspector he went to the inspector, so how many minors? And she was like, because I never saw you writing on anything, and I got a bet on for £20. And she was like, you only won. I'm thinking, oh shit. I'm thinking, what is that one for? And then she goes, at the start of the test, at the start of the exam, I ask you, how would you check if the ABS system is working? I'm thinking, oh my god. You know what I mean? So it's just like, oh my god. That was the reason. So there was no problem with my driving whatsoever. So that shows I'm a good driver. Well, it doesn't really show you're a good driver. Just show that you're a safe driver. Because now that I've got my car, I drive flipping. I don't do that shit. Like, why do you still do that? It's pointless. I'm joking. I'm just like. So it's all fun. Get your test out of the way and pass it. Well, obviously, before you do all your tests, you have to. I should have went through this part first. You have to pass your theory. The theory for me wasn't that hard. I downloaded this app on my phone. It's called the Theory Test, basically, from the Apple Store. And you know, you can just do it on the go, constantly doing it, do the test, make sure that your mind's fresh and you know everything basically. Not everything, well, you know what, you know the correct answers and all that. But most of it is down to common sense really. But it's really not that difficult. For my test, how many did I get wrong? You can see it right there. I got four questions incorrect. So yeah, that was good. Just practice, do it on your phone, do it on your computer, and book the test in advance. Book the test before you start. You know what? Because people think, okay, you know what, I'll practice, I want to get better, I'll book the test. No, don't do that. Do this instead. Book the test for a certain date and then practice up to that date, because obviously you wouldn't if you know that the test is coming up, you're gonna practice towards it. You're not gonna wait until the last day to start practicing for it, are you? So you're gonna keep doing it for a few weeks, and then you're gonna, you know, think, oh God, let me refresh my memory because the test is in a few weeks, blah blah blah, and you keep doing it, and then hopefully that way you pass it first time. And I think there's this one, the hazard perception part. I think that gets a lot of people confused and whatever, because my brother, my dad, they're all confused about it, and it weren't really that confusing to me, because they did in the start of the video, they do tell you what to look out for. And basically my dad had the impression that everything's a hazard basically. If you're approaching a bend, it's not. So if you keep clicking the mouse, then it's gonna put you down as an invalid click, and then you know you lose points for that. So the best way to go about the hazard perception is imagine you're driving, and well, obviously it's there, like just think about the things that you think will affect you, like what make you have to change direction, slow down or stop. That's it. Well, going around a corner you have to slow down, but not necessarily, you don't have to press it unless it says like wet road or narrow, or you can see a pedestrian, like you can see a cyclist going around a corner as well as you. Like, okay, if you're going around a corner and you see a cyclist going around the same, obviously you're not going to overtake him as you're going around the corner, because that's just stupid. So put that as your potential hazard, because you're going to slow down, wait behind him until you get around the corner and it's safe to go past him. So just look out for them things. And what else is there? Just do as you was told in your lessons. Just don't panic. Don't panic at all. When I was doing my test, I was thinking, I had this thing in my head saying, do the maneuver slow, so I have less time to drive and potentially cause a problem kind of thing. So you know, when using the reverse parking, I was just like, take my time, stop, and just keep checking. You know what I mean? Just keep checking. That shows you're a safe driver, and it's not gonna. Well, you can feel for driving too slow, but that's like if you're in a 30-mile zone and you're driving like 20 miles an hour. The lowest you're meant to go, I think, is no less than 25 and no more than 35. Well, saying 35, I mean like 32. So like as soon as you see over 30, you just slow down. Because if they look over and they see you constantly going over 30, then they can put you down for going too fast. Even though the speed limit, 30 miles an hour, is actually 37. If you're going past the speed camera in a 30-mile zone at 37 miles an hour, you're not going to get flashed, only if you're going 38. Yeah. Oh, that's what I've told by my driving instructor, because he drives flipping crazy. He drives crazy. He talks like, yeah, do that, and he knows what he's talking about. But when you get in a car with him, he's hitting like 100 miles an hour on a 30 miles zone. It's flipping crazy. Yeah, so I never said that, by the way. Hopefully this video helps you. If you'd like me to go through something in more detail, or you just think I was blabbering on about my test itself and you'd like more information about how to pass these tests, even though I just kind of gave you some, leave a comment and I'll make another video. I'll make another video. And in case you haven't noticed what car it is by the seats, then I'll show you. This is my baby. I done the seats in red because I love it. If you're a boy, then you should know what car this is by now. Doom, 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 doom. There we go. Yeah. Watch my videos and subscribe to the channel for more. See you later.